No, thank you.
Really now? Really now? What to do? Look at that. Really now? True.
Oh, come.
What? Really now?
Hello there.
Look at that.
Hey!
Let's focus.
Let's call it.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the orders. Those who refused the Church's rule were...
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bound. Let's rest. Good night. Can I come in?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it...
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopia. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were for... Yet I wonder... how... So, it is a fiction. This chapter seems to concern the in this country, one cannot... Those who aspire to statecraft, should they earn title, but in this way, it is quite the opposite of our own country. Had our lands embraced such a no. As I must clear my head of these... Oh, I suppose it takes power to walk the path of our dearest... My dearest dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Borden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolf Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And, if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
Huh?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for them!
It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Let's see.
Hold on.
That's where you want to go. Let's see. Wow!
Oh. This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a I can hardly believe she... So this is what you use to talk... Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! What I want is...
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, late?
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg!
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite...
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get... Neurus? Are you there? As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another.
It is not a new one I require. Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie on...
But... Pish and...
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. 'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes?
I've deadline...
You've been acting stranger than usual.
Whoa!
Good God. Is this... a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal... Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well,
I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this... mania! You...
mercy!
Look. Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes.
Eh? What's all this?
'Tis no scheme.
For his... Hold a tick. Haven't you... And now you... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag.
I think.
How encouraged.
All I want is to push...
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think? I think we can count. If you're sure, I suppose.
Either way. This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brialhaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. Everyone's going to...
Then, what do you think of this plan?
I think it's a... Makes sense. The bounty's Heismay.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let him. Then again, our fate...
Thank you.
Right, then our course is set.
Good to know. We can all...
Yes.
Well, I'm after all. So, if you need anything,
He's... Oh, yeah?
Hello? Spec.
This... Understood.
I'm sorry.
Let's... Actually...
Now we're talking.
What?
That's right.
Yep.
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp, protected within the storm. Come on.
Hey. Now then, speaking of... What's... Oh, I see, I see. Then...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
True.